Right now, say I want Josh Taylor and get the Josh Taylor fight because he's able. That's right. So anybody on that pipeline right now, that's a big deal.
I talked his ass, but the same day that James Tony came and signed the contract.
Wow.
So I'm talking to Bobo on the phone like this. Look, I got Zab on one phone, I got James on one phone.
He's gonna beat Sean. Everybody listen, he's gonna beat Sean. He's gonna beat Sean.
What it is, what it ain't. I hope your breath don't stink. And if it do, got some mints for you. Not on my person, but I got some ginger chews. There it is. Yeah, some good ginger chews for your breath. If it is bothing, this is the Let's Talk Sports podcast. I am Brandon Stenard, and the good brother over there with the headphones is...
Ha ha ha. It is I, aka the Apostle. Welcome to the Let's Talk Sports Show. We're gonna chop it up a little bit about a lot of things that's going on right now. What's really buzzing and booming and got the internet going crazy.
What I ain't gonna hold you is I'm gonna have to leave back out because for some reason my mic or I can't hear you. So I'm gonna leave back out. I'm gonna pull back up.
Wow.
Don't worry. We gonna be good. Help is on the way. I'll be right back, ladies.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Let me leave out first.
If you just tapping in on TikTok, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and we in here tapping in right now. We live on another network, but you know what? If folks want to come through and drop some comments, I'll put you on. But like I said, what you're saying is going to be heard on the other networks as well. It won't be just this network. Talk to me.
There we go.
That's what we needed, man. That's what we need, man. So, Mr. Brandon Stenard, man, if you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports Show. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all of that.
All that good stuff.
All right, so we're gonna start off. Like I said, we can start off with the WNBA. We can start off with the last Wizards game headed into the playoffs. You tell me, and then we're gonna eventually get to a hot topic that you brought to my attention.
Right. Well, as everybody knows, the NBA season has come to an end, and the Washington Wizards season, we can say that it went according to plan as far as from management standpoint, but from a fan's viewpoint, it definitely was a roller coaster ride. You really didn't have a lot of highs besides, some trades that did happen. We did get Trae Young. We did get Anthony Davis. And speaking of Anthony Davis, when the team was headed out for their final interviews, you could say, Anthony Davis actually spoke highly of what he saw in DC versus what he thought of DC before he arrived. And from that, it seems as if Anthony Davis is willing to give it a shot in DC. Now, it will be up to management. Go ahead.
But why wouldn't he want to give it a shot in DC? Real quick. For those that just tapping in on TikTok, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch as well. So this is like the behind the scenes, behind the whatever. But if you still got some comments that you want to drop about the WNBA, NBA playoffs, and all that, feel free to hit the request button, and we'll listen to your statements. Bust it all.
Yeah. But you said why wouldn't he? Well, I mean, you got to think about it. You see a Washington team that has one of the, if not the worst record in the league. You know that they're still in the quote unquote rebuild process, or technically, in our sense, a development process. It's not even a rebuild; it's a development. We have the
But
pieces. It's
but
just
that's but that's mainly because like the key players that they brought in like a Trey Young and like a Anthony Davis, they didn't really get to play this year, so we didn't get to see what the potential of the team with these added pieces could be.
well. I'm glad you mentioned that because Trey Young did have a few games that he did touch the court with the young Wizards crew, and
Yeah,
with that, it looked great. It looked great.
right.
He was able to, show them what he does, how he moves on the court. He was able to see how they move on the court, and there were turnovers that did occur that wasn't his fault. But because these are young players, they never played with a player like Trey Young's dynamics, so they have to adjust to the way that he plays, the same way how I said vice versa. When it comes to Anthony Davis, of course, he didn't get any playing time. He was still rehabbing from his injuries. But one thing that I can say is while being at the games, you could see that he was actually not just there because he was just getting paid. He was there because he was invested in the team. He was willing to speak with the young guys. He mentioned that he found out that Alex Sarr had mentioned that Anthony Davis was his favorite player growing up. He found that out later after he had already arrived in DC, and he told Alex, man, listen, if I had known that before, we could have been working. You know what I'm saying? So he's there. He's willing to invest into the players. Again, from a business standpoint, he definitely did bring up that, it's up to what that looks like. And, he said around October, we will know exactly where everything stands.
All right. So here we go. It's time
Hmm.
to peel some layers back. The WNBA has been set ablaze, and I mean
Indeed.
ablaze. And
Indeed.
from well, it started with the CBA,
Hmm.
then the new contracts, and then it started with who's going to end up on what team and what have you. And now we got the draft, and now we got the free agency all coupled in one. So it all went a lot of places. People gave out their grades, this, that, and the third. Hold on, my man's gave me the what up, man? What up, man? What's up with you,
What it
bro?
is, Tony Starks.
That's my man, Basement Boxing Talks, man. Tap in with him when you get a chance. Basement, we're gonna be back. I'm gonna do a boxing talks on Friday.
Yeah.
Friday, we're gonna get back in on that. But right now, we're doing the WNBA, NBA, and in the WNBA, we might as well go and get to it. All right. The first thing that got everybody jumping from the draft was the draft was going pretty good. The draft was going pretty smooth, and then all of a sudden, the Indiana Fever drafted Raven Johnson, and everything says skirt, and it been nothing but fire, especially on Twitter.
Yeah.
And if you're not used to Twitter, I pass through Twitter. I pass through Twitter, but when you get to Twitter, it is literally no holds bar over that thing. They go hard in the paint, and I mean, listen, Jason Whitlock and his band of misfits, they jumped in the midst. So I mean, the bottom line is this. Everybody knows Raven Johnson and Caitlin Clark had a history in college where the historical play when she waved Raven off, and then Raven told the story about how that moment haunted her, and she was already ready to, quit basketball. Really nothing derogatory about Caitlin, but
Yeah.
then she also said, how the fans of Caitlin lashed onto her, and they just like, why would you bring somebody that said that about the star player, this, that, and the third? She's not good enough to be on the team, and it went from there. So, what's your thoughts on the Raven Johnson situation?
I mean, let's keep it a stack. I'm not worried. I ain't focused on it. I'm really not focused on it. I'm excited what the Mystics did, especially when you called me. You were excited. You were ready to go. You were ready to go. You were so hyped, so hyped. Especially when you found out that Lauren Best was still on the board.
Well, Lauren Betts was a discussion. right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, you know, we're gonna get to the Mystics and their draft, and a lot of people gave them bad grades. We're gonna get to that, but listen. I'm good with it. I'm good with what the Mystics did. I'm actually happy with what the Mystics did. I like where they're going, but a lot of people don't see the vision. You know, especially, you know, I ain't gonna lie, firing the GM, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, that was a shocker.
I didn't understand that.
That was a shocker.
I didn't understand the firing of the GM, but a lot of people had issues with drafting so many, because like I said, they drafted a lot of tall players, a lot of bigs, or people so-called bigs. But what people don't know is the 6'4" young lady, I don't want to mispronounce her name, from UCLA. She's a shooter. She's not just a big, she's a shooter. She's somebody that can stretch the floor. So now you got
Angela.
Yeah. She can stretch the floor. She can actually shoot the pill. So now you think about it. Now you got Kiki, you got Shakira. Now, for those that don't understand, Shakira, it's great to have her back, homegrown, all of that. But she does have an injury history. So it's not dumb to bring in Lauren Betts, because now Lauren can grow, but at the same time, if need be, she ready to go if, say, Shakira get hurt.
Especially also the fact that Stephanie's not there either, which is surprising. You know,
Stephanie Dolson.
Yeah.
She went out Seattle.
Yeah.
She went out Seattle. And you know, shout out to her. We hope that we wish her the best. We wish her the best out there.
Well, no,
Slim left. Slim left. Slim went to Portland.
Yeah, man, it's getting very interesting.
Now check this out. Now the free agent frenzy is crazy, because it's a lot of teams that's going to look mad different next year.
Right.
A lot of teams are going to look different next year. Specifically Seattle, because Necker left, Skylar left, Gabby Williams left. So the only people there is Ezzy Magador and Dominique Malonga, and then you bring in Stephanie Dolson, and then you bring in a bunch of other young, because they traded for Flage. Flage was drafted by Gold State, and then the same night she got traded to Seattle. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? And Skylar Diggins has went to Chicago with Rakia Jackson and Azari Stevenson. So they doing their best to say, we was waiting for Angel to leave to bring all these people in. And y'all know I'm not saying that. Please listen.
I mean, you just said it.
But I'm not saying it that way. Everybody know how I feel about Angel. You all know I'm not coming for Angel. Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all in the comment section that's tapping in on TikTok, man. Tell me what you think about the WNBA draft, the free agent frenzy, Raven Johnson going to Indy, and then the bombshell of the day. Chidity Carter is back. And guess who she with? The Las Vegas Aces. So for the Indiana Fever fans they had a full crash out Twitter space about Raven Johnson. I'm going to send that to you, where they just crashed all the way out, lost their mind, going crazy. I'm talking about full-fledged meltdowns about Raven Johnson being on the Indiana Fever. But it just got worse, because the person they got kicked out the league is back. Chidity Carter.
Listen, man. I'm excited for the season to start. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm excited for the season to start. It's going to be a lot of surprises. I really believe Washington is really going to be a contender this year.
All right, so everybody want to talk about contenders, right? Let's be real for a minute, right? Let's just be real when it comes to the contenders, right?
Right.
There's certain teams that are going to be there. The Aces,
for sure.
New York,
for sure.
Minnesota will find a way. Hey, how you doing? Minnesota will find a way. Tell mom and pops I said hello. Listen, Minnesota will find a way. New York, Phoenix, The Aces.
You think Chicago?
Atlanta, I don't know about Chicago. Chicago changed their roster. And listen, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be some quality teams that's not gonna make the dance. It's gonna be some quality teams that's not gonna make the playoffs in the WNBA this year. They only got 8 spots. You got 14 teams now, 14, 15 teams. Because I think they added two new teams this year, Toronto and
Hey, gonna be started. Hold on, let me look.
Toronto and Portland.
Copy. Oh yeah, because we talked about Slim. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. How you doing? You know I'm live, right? I don't know about that. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, I was listening to your tape.
I thought we had a gas pop.
Somebody just popped up. They just want to be on. Oh no.
How you doing?
Listen, man, you just never know who might pop on. He ain't telling us who on the stream.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a call as soon as I get off of this. Okay? I'll give you a call. All right. All right, go ahead.
Boy, being family man right now. Hallelujah.
We multitasking over here.
We
multitasking, but I said like it's 15 teams, right?
Yeah. Portland.
Only 8 can go.
I feel like Washington got a chance. I feel like Washington has a chance.
Do I think Washington can be one of the top 8? Yes. But it ain't gonna be no walk in the park.
Oh, for sure.
Ain't gonna be no walk in the park. They got, and I'm talking about they got to come out the gate. They got to come out the gate running. Because, like I said, teams like I said, the Aces, they gonna be there. Phoenix, they gonna be there. Atlanta, they gonna be there. And I'm sticking with my prediction. I'm sticking to my guns when I say for the Atlanta Dream, Angel, and for the Indiana Fever, CC, it's championship or bust. I cannot. It's not. Listen to me. You now we have these expectations of both of them. We got these great expectations for both of them, right? Mm-hmm. What they're going to do in the league. This is year 3, right? And the teams that you're playing with have established themselves. Last year, CC's team came 1 game from the finals without her. Atlanta Dream is a perennial playoff team. So with multiple all-stars. Mm-hmm. So you can't be on a team with 2 and 3 other all-stars and not have the same expectation. It's championship or bust. That's simple as that.
Can't be mad at that. Can't be mad at that at all. No. Anybody that has anything to say about that, man, is, at this point, they kind of losing the battle. But I do have some amazing news, ladies and gentlemen.
Drop the news. Boom. Drop it.
Them Stars got some A-rolls facing them now, and they about to.
You really want to have that conversation right now?
We about to straight through them Stars, dog.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I don't know how we get this low, but all right, let's talk about the low-hanging fruit. All right, so the Washington Commanders have decided that they're going to go back to some of their old imagery and go with arrows along with their M's. You know what I mean? From back when
You said who? M's.
W's. I'm sorry.
Okay,
W's,
there we go. Yeah.
W's. Yeah. So they feel, I don't know my reason, people feel that the new uniform switch is going to give them some type of power or some type of advantage. But go ahead, speak on it, please.
Going back to the roots, ladies and gentlemen. We are going back to the roots. We have an arrow that has a spin. Listen, if you don't know what that arrow has done to that star,
what the arrow did to the star?
That's right. That's right.
What's that? Maybe refresh my memory.
It made it fall. It made it fall. So the stars, y'all really in trouble now. Y'all in trouble now, Doc. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Listen, man. Listen. In your entire existence as a franchise, right? You got three isolated moments where you can brag a little bit to us. Just a little bit. You got 3 isolated incidents. You got to go way back to like 1970 something when you beat us in a championship game. Mm-hmm. And then I think you beat us in the championship game again in like 1983. Mm-hmm. Right? So those are two moments. Those are 2 isolated moments where y'all we was on the big stage and y'all was able to do y'all thing, right? Absolutely. Do I know ball? What you want to know about ball? Talk to me. What you want to know about ball?
Listen,
go ahead.
All I'm saying is that from what history has shown in times before, when the arrow was on the helmet, y'all didn't win. That's all I'm saying. In my times of being alive and seeing it with the arrow, y'all didn't win.
Oh, no, you tripping now. Now you tripping now because our record against you is like phenomenal. It's not even close. It's not even close. Our record against y'all is
y'all 36 games ahead of us.
36 games. So 2 teams play each other.
That's
over years, and one team has 30 more wins than the other. Come on, bro. What are we doing?
That's good to hear.
Not 36 wins.
You now.
We're talking WNBA right now, though.
I'm
gonna get to you on the Dominique Wilkins, but we're talking the WNBA and the NFL right now. But go ahead.
You know what it was? What it was is that we really needed a reset. You
needed a reset.
And that's what we got, a reset in the organization. See, you can't rock something that has dignity with it and have an owner that ain't got no dignity.
Whoa. You talking about our owner or your owner?
No, the fella that previously owned the organization.
You said your owner didn't have no dignity.
No. The previous fella that owned the organization.
You saying your owner before the owner now didn't have no dignity.
I like how you worded that, but the fella that once did at a certain
point.
Hey,
listen, man. What are you saying? You saying, okay, let's just get it all out. You saying your owner before the one you got now.
The fella that attempted to own the organization, he didn't have dignity. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Well, he fell by the wayside and they got him out of there. So, no longer have that.
It was a reset. It was needed. Do you know how long we've been trying to get that man out of there?
All right. I mean, I will admit he definitely did run y'all down pretty bad.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying. We just
What's up, Dame Dash?
Get the man up out of there. That's it. Just like y'all.
They shooting at me on TikTok right now. Listen, y'all, hold on. Let me reset this thing. Right now, we live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Now, listen, if you got some comments about the WNBA draft and the free agent frenzy or something like that, if you want to cam up and say your comment, or whatever,
even if they want to talk about. Man, even if they want to talk about the NBA and who they think the MVP is.
I mean, okay, we could talk about in the NBA, who you think this year's MVP and who you think is going to the finals, that as well. And if you're a football fan, what you think about the Commanders putting a spear back onto their helmet? He said Breonna Stewart is good. Yes, Breonna Stewart is great. Yeah, Breonna Stewart is one of the greatest WNBA players ever.
Listen, good fella.
I'm responding to the comments on TikTok. He said when Breonna is MVP, I agree. I think he is. I agree.
Can't be
for him to take that team. Where is that right now in his second year?
And to go through the adversity he did throughout the season. So yeah.
I like Wemby. I like Wemby as the MVP. I hope they give it to him. I like Wemby as the MVP. Cynthia Cooper's the GOAT of the WNBA. I don't have a problem with that take, but my GOAT is Maya Moore.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with Cynthia Cooper being a GOAT. You know what I mean? When people do GOAT conversations, I don't have a problem with who you pick. I don't have a problem with who you pick, but you gotta have validation what you're saying. I know what everybody's gonna say. Cynthia Cooper came in, they won 4 straight and all that, but that was, and I'm not taking nothing from what they did, but that was their inauguration of the league. You know what I mean? He said Cynthia Cooper's Lady Jordan. Like I said, I don't have a problem with you saying she the GOAT, but Maya Moore. Yeah. Hold on. They want to come with it. Hold on, let's see what their comment is on TikTok. Did they disappear? Or they didn't come through? But back to the spears on the side of the helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, listen, that's not gonna give y'all no superpowers, no advantages, nothing like that. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm glad y'all finally got a logo back. You know what I mean? A real logo instead of just a W on side of your helmet. You know what I'm saying? You lost your logo a couple years ago. You didn't even have a brand. I mean, it was so pathetic that they even called y'all. They was the football team. That's how raggedy of an organization you was running.
Hey man, sometimes
God awful. That is God awful.
Listen, dog.
Hold on. Let me retract that. Hold on. I can't mention God and awful in the same sense. Let me get my sense together. But that was awful, horror awful. Then.
All right. So this is what I say. You're right. It was awful. But you want to know why it was awful? Because of the fella that attempted to own the organization. They say pride come before the fall. And that man was so full of himself that he built a daggone carnival, circus, bootleg award show, and stump hole of a stadium, an organization, franchise while he was there. So with all of that, you had to clean the house. And from cleaning the house, you go straight into, all right, we got to watch all this crumble. Yep, we sure do. And while watching it crumble, we going to start over. And that's what we did. So, everybody can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day,
I need you to check out these takes that I'm getting right now. Okay.
All right, what's up?
First take is he said Barry Sanders is the best running back ever. And then the second take is he said Iverson at the point, Jordan at the 2, Nowitzki at the 3, Duncan and Shaq is an unbeatable team.
What? Now listen here. I appreciate those statements.
Be careful before you speak.
What you mean?
Go ahead.
I don't know if they tapped into the conversation when you brought up certain facts and topics and questions. But now we're going to a whole different segue. Because if we do that, they talking about Jordan, AI, that's a dream team. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole dream team.
It's a heck of a team. It's a heck of a team right there.
That's a dream team. But we asked who's the MVP of the season.
Nah, but he doing this all the time. Like he said Jim Brown, the second best running back ever. He said, I'll take Larry Bird over LeBron. You're not gonna win that debate, bro. You may take Larry Bird over LeBron all day, but you're not gonna win that debate.
Larry Bird over LeBron? Are we talking Miami LeBron or are we talking LA LeBron?
Oh, now Larry Bird was him now.
I'm not saying he wasn't him.
But nobody, but you're not gonna win that debate. You're not gonna win that debate. They're
I'm
gonna
just asking the question. What year
debate.
we talking about with LeBron? You know what I'm saying? We talking because, that's all I'm saying. But I do agree with Wemby being MVP. What was the other ones? I think that was the main thing. Oh, and who's gonna win the finals? Or who's gonna be in the finals? Who's gonna be in the finals?
In the chat on TikTok, who y'all got in the WNBA in the NBA finals?
Yeah, man.
What teams y'all got?
We said Boston. We said Boston.
We did say Boston and versus who? Who you say Boston versus who?
I said OKC.
Versus OKC. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen something the other day that I got concerns. Now everybody know Jason Tatum's my young ball, but the Knicks played them the other day and was able to, handle them pretty well. And that's who put them out last year. So are we sure they gonna get past New York?
Yeah, they will. They will. It's just a game, bro. It's just a game.
They didn't get past New York last year. Are
I
we sure?
understand what you're
He
saying.
said
I
Spurs
understand.
over the Celtics in 7 games. That would be a good
Wow.
final. So he got Wemby getting them to the finals.
I could see that. Spurs versus Celtics. I could see that too.
What up, my man? Norfolk Hit Squad. All y'all
I
guys
could see
out
that
here,
too.
man.
That's all right. That's a good take. That's a good take.
Spurs versus Celtics. Hey, Coach Sean, Norfolk Hit Squad. Make sure you're on Friday. Boxing talks. We getting busy. He said they're winning the season series over OKC. Can they do it in the playoffs, though? That's the question. But I like your pick, though. I like your pick. Except for the Spurs winning it, of course. But I like that pick,
though. Yeah. I definitely like the way that everybody's keeping Boston in the mix, though. I like that.
I'm just saying, I like the way Boston was looking, but the other night when New York was able to beat them again, I got a little concerned. Because you got to remember, this is the team that put them out last year.
What was the score? Hold up, let me look it up.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Let's see. The last game, Boston 112.
It's up to Darren Fox. How far would they go?
Darren Fox, that's the guy right there.
What's name hit the shot though? It was I think it was Josh. I think Josh hit the shot. Josh hit Josh hit like three threes coming down the stretch that kind of put it, iced that thing off. You know what I mean?
I can bring it. Hold on, let me bring up the box score. There we go. Tatum played 40 minutes. What?
Yeah, they definitely listen. I got concerned when New York beat them again. I know it's regular season, but I know that's a game you circle.
I mean,
that's a game you circle.
It don't look like Jaylen Brown played though.
Okay, we'll see. Maybe that's it. But they got to show me they can beat them boys. You know what I mean? They got to show me.
Jaylen Brown didn't play, so that also plays into it too as well. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they both really match each other well. And anybody that wants to say who's better, that don't matter right now. Just win a championship. Like ain't nobody. Why does it matter who's better and y'all on the same team? Just win.
And also on TikTok, I've released a series of my top fives. I'm doing a top 5 series. So today I did my top 5 favorite MCs, and the other day I did my top 5 fighters of all time. He said Holyfield, Tyson, Ali, Lewis, and Foreman, best heavyweights ever. What about Larry Holmes, Joe Louis?
Joe Louis.
Larry Holmes, Joe Louis. They're the only ones I can think of on top of my head. But I will put Joe. I will put Joe in there. You gotta take either Holyfield or Lewis off for Joe. For me. But that's not that is. But like I said, man, I ain't gonna lie. You put together some good lists, though, fella. You put together some good lists.
Jaylen Brown, he played
against some good lists. Make sure, man. I gotta make sure I'm following you, man. I'm like, oh yeah, there we go, man. My man got the good list. What's going on? Won't let me. Oh, okay. You got private.
Oh yeah, see, that's what it was. It's just like Boston. These last 3 games, they ain't really care.
Okay.
Yeah, just looking at the box scores, I could just see it from the box scores. They ain't really care. I mean, don't get me wrong. They definitely demolished the Pelicans. But
I'm saying this. A team puts you out in the playoffs. You just getting into your playoff stride. You will want to make sure that you handle that team. You should watch the Holyfield Tyson fight again. For what though? For what though? Which one? The first or the second one when he bit his ear? Which one?
I mean, that's the thing that I would say when it comes to the Celtics situation. Like they not what they say. Somebody said it's a difference in getting a dub in the regular season versus getting a dub in the playoffs.
It is, but when you
So
when the team puts you out the year before, every time you play them the next year, you want to put your best foot forward to make sure we
right,
got
which is why they rested their players the last two games so that they can be fresh and ready. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Tatum did play
that.
about Jalen Brown played like 20 minutes, 23 minutes on the 10th, and then on the 12th, what was that? The 12th was what? A few how many days ago was that? We looking at what, 5 days? What's today's date? 17?
The day is the 15th.
15, Lord, man, my haters. But yeah, yeah. So right now, I think about they just resting right now. They get ready. They still getting the treatment. They're gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready, man. Nobody
They
worry
ain't got
about
no
it.
choice. I mean, like I said, you got a team that puts you out. You got a team that puts you out that you know, stumbling and bumbling with. I'm just saying, it just gave me enough to pause. I could be overreacting, but I'm paused a little bit. I didn't like what I
Yeah,
saw.
no, don't worry. No worries. Don't you worry. Let's look and see what this is talking about. So in the
I'm
play, man, that's crazy. The playing is
what?
quite interesting.
Oh, speaking of the playing, we got to bring this up last night. Was that? I think it was LaMelo.
The buzzer beater.
No, what he did to Bam out of bounds last night.
Oh yeah,
Yo, what was that, dog?
that was insane.
That was bonkers.
Yeah, that was
That was
insane.
bonkers. I never seen that before.
Yeah, that was that's suspension worthy in my eyes. That's a suspension and a fine. Like you can't just do that, bro. Like you can't do that. That ain't the wave right there. That's horrible.
There's no
That's
way to
hard.
defend that. There's no way to defend that. There's no way you can look at it that and say that I don't think it was any kind of malicious intent. I don't know what was going on through the course of the game. I don't know. Maybe Bam gave him a cheap shot earlier. I do
It
not
don't
know,
matter. My
but I
man's
know
is you did that when my man's not really fully having full balance of everything. Like he's still getting control of his balance, and you decided you wanted to do some elementary stuff. Like, come on, man. Like that ain't what you getting paid big money for, homie. Like, you know what I mean? If anything, when you get up, he got his balance. Look at the man face to face.
that was a very bad. That was very bad. I cannot defend that. I mean, it just seemed like that's something that's kind of like out of his character, right? I mean, or something that you don't normally see him associated
Right.
with dirty plays, but that
He
clearly was one.
he
That clearly was one.
definitely he reminds me of like a Joker. Like he reminds me of a Joker. So it's like when he's on the court, it's just I'm not saying he doesn't care, but he's really playing it at like his own way in a sense. Like you don't see players playing like LaMelo on the court, on an NBA court that is.
Right.
You don't see that. So in hindsight, it's like when you see him do something like that, it's like,
That was wild, bro. That was
yeah,
wild.
bro, like we not used to seeing that character
Lamelo,
of yours, bro.
Lamelo, do better, bro. And
Yeah.
don't hurt my man 83 Bam. You know what I mean? Bam always showing love out here, man. Bam a
Yeah,
good
man.
dude. Don't do
Speaking of
Bam
Bam,
like
shout out to Bam. You know what I'm saying? Got a chance to talk to the homie, walk with him outside of the Wizards game, and yeah, man, made him crack a good laugh. Had to make him like laugh about this whole 83 point, man, because I ain't know what to say to him when I seen him at first. I was just like, dog, for real, 83, dog,
that.
83, and
Mm.
he, you know what I'm saying? Good laugh, man. It was a good laugh. But yeah, shout out to Bam and the Miami Heat. And the good part is that's the play-in battle.
Yeah, I know.
Miami versus
Yeah,
Charlotte.
yeah. And then the man tried to hurt him last night. So I mean, we don't know. But before we get out of here, I did want to dive back into the WNBA topic one more time. You know what I mean? As we know, like I say, it's a Twitter war, social media war going on between. Well, it's always going to be a war with Indiana Fever fans. I'm sorry, y'all. They always in the mix. But it's a war going on with the Raven Johnson situation. Kennedy Carter is back. You know, a lot of people are happy about that. Indiana Fever fans mad about that too. But there's also one thing that I find disturbing. I'm trying to figure out what has Odyssey Sims done to which that she ends up always outside the league, just hoping somebody sent her an offer. I don't know. All she does is have one of the best scoring averages in the league in the last couple of years. She literally went toe to toe with the Aces, with Kelsey Mitchell on her way to the hospital. Aaliyah Boston had fouled out. Nobody. She was on the Indiana Fever, just basically going toe to toe with the mighty Aces. You know, with whoever they had left on the court, her and Lexi Hall, and she's not in the league. The year before, she was with LA Sparks, getting busy, out the league. That's how the Indiana Fever got her. The year before, she was getting busy with the Dallas Wings, out the league. That's how the Sparks got her. What is she doing? Because all I ever see her do is produce. That's all I ever see is produce. Somebody, please, Mystics. That will put us in a good position to get a veteran point guard like Odyssey Sims, and you add her with them youngins.
I see what you're saying. That's why I was sitting here. I was just like, huh.
She out there, Washington Mystics. Go get her. She out there watching.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
She's out there watching the Mystics. Go get her. But with that being said, though, this is AK the Apostle. This is Let's Talk Sports, y'all. You can follow me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, IG. I keep forgetting IG. And then, you know, like I said, everything is Let's Talk Sports, y'all, or AK the Apostle. Please like, subscribe, share. We'll be back. I will be back. Oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Back to you. Let the people know where they can find you, what you got going on.
Yes, sir. This is Brandon Stenard. All platforms, Brandon Stenard, as you see right there. Stanard is the last name. I just dropped some behind the scenes footage of me doing some acting at Faith City Central with Dr. Mike Freeman and Dr. Dee Freeman, and also Tim Bowman Jr. It was a great time. It's a 6-minute video. Take time, watch it. It's pretty cool stuff, man. I feel like it's a great message. It was for Resurrection Sunday. And yeah, everything. Like I said, Brandon Stenard, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. Stay locked in, man. We got some great things talking about. The NBA season is technically over, but the playoffs is just beginning, and we have things that we can review and talk about. Behind the scenes footage of what it was like at the Washington Wizards, Capital One Arena, night in and night out, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to talking about it with this brother right here. Hopefully I don't bore him. He don't fall asleep on me, and we won't be, everything, but
man,
yeah.
Draymond fell asleep on AD, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and that, hey, man, you should really feel better about yourself now,
I
and
do. I was like, yeah, I'm
and
not by myself.
he's younger than you too, so
young, in the league, active.
man.
Hey, man.
Hey, it may have been after a game though. It could have been after a game,
Oh, you got kids, man. You about to find out what team no sleep about.
That is 100%, man.
Oh,
Definitely did release the footage, man. We got a boy on the way, yes, sir, baby. You heard
Check
me,
it out on IG. Did a wonderful video, man. And we, like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming up, man. Be back at y'all real soon. Wow.